Springtrap has exploded onto Dead by Daylight, already breaking the all-time record and is generally so fun to play. A big part of his power is his ability to get undetectable.
Oh, jump scare. I got you, didn't I? Okay. Ooh, boy. Hey guys, Springtrap zoning expert here. I wanted to make this video because I know I may or may have not created some discourse over Twitter in the last, I want to say, like half a day. And to that end, I say, whoops. Anyways, I wanted to explain this a little bit fuller in a video as to what I mean about Springtrap currently, because I know I can't really explain things the best. I can't convey tone over Twitter. That's a really hard fucking thing to do. So I figured, why not throw it all into a video just like this to explain what is wrong, what can be improved, and then discuss it with people from there. So I want to say the main thing currently plaguing Springtrap at this moment is his insane M2 walking speed. Now, some of you may be brand new. M2 or mouse 2 for PC gamers is your active ability button. Basically what happens is when you hold that up, you're holding the axe, and when you move with the axe, you are typically slowed down with it, but since Springtrap is built a little different, he's actually not quite as slow as what he seems when he's holding the axe up. So this creates a situation called a 50-50. This creates a 50% chance that I will do one thing or the other, and basically it's just gambling with the other person. Try to trick them into thinking you're doing one thing so you can guarantee you down them with the other one. So here's the fun part. Springtrap is really good at this, because when you hold the M2 button, you create a 50-50. Now, this may be a little weird to know, but this is also dependent on range. But going with the same logic of Huntress, the 50-50 will only increase in pressure the closer you get. Now, here's the problem. I'm gonna play this video here and show you what goes on play by play with this David. I pull my axe out and I force him into a 50-50. Immediately, he avoids the window because he doesn't want to be hit. Even though he's full health, he avoids it because if he's in an animation lock, he's gonna take the hit. I'm still running full speed, or at least the minimal speed difference that it hits me with. I won't exactly be 110, but I'm pretty sure I'm like 1.8 or something. Don't take my word for that. But I'm holding the button. He's dodging the best he can. He goes through the door. He doesn't even take the window on his right. He has life, by the way. I'm still holding it. I'm still catching up because his dodging is actually letting me get distance on him. He's then forced to go through the door, and that's when I swing. There wasn't really much he could do there, because the more dodges he did, the worse the 50-50 got. And eventually it just turned into a guaranteed hit for myself. And I'm right here at his back. Then I take another couple seconds, I chase him down, and I get my grab. Pretty nuts. Okay. So again, what went wrong here? I'm going to play it for you in full without me interrupting. I'm keeping a consistent pace, especially due to his own pathing, and I'm forcing him into this scenario. Now, if you were a knowledgeable player, you may not have this issue because you understand, hey, I have an extra health state. If I hold W and make more distance, it's going to be really hard for him to get me on that grab or on that down. This guy, though, he really truly didn't have much that he could do outside of maybe dodge and weave and hope I miss, and I keep getting distance on him. Let's see here. I actually ended up doing some more testing simply just because I was curious about it. Here's another one. Basically what ends up happening is this lady jumps off of here and I follow her. I immediately pull the axe up. I keep my axe up the entire time. She's dodging. She thinks I'm going to throw before the door, right here. Because typically, most people would swing for that. I don't. So I just got more distance on her for free, and I have no downside. I keep chasing her. She's going to go up the stairs. This is another 50-50. Either she's going to dodge to the right, or she's going to keep going and hope to God I miss. I miss, but because I still keep a handful of my speed, I move back up to 115 now because I have no axe.
I win anyways.
And I win anyways. She got fucked there, and there wasn't really much that she could do. Very skillful play, truly. But back rev of Doom. I tested with both the move speed of Springtrap and the move speed of Huntress. Now, Huntress, this makes sense why she is this slow because, well, she has 7 hatchets. She can hit you from very long range. She's really only limited by who's piloting the killer. Springtrap, he just kind of stays on you the entire time. Like, you barely outpace him. Huntress gets left in the dust. Of course, she could double tap you with hatchets, but the Springtrap, the fact that he could stay on you like glue is fucking insane. For a handful of reasons. The more you dodge, the closer he gets, the more pressure the 50-50 gets. Let's say if we were in the same situation and you are injured and you have like a resource nearby. Like, let's say this is like Shack right here. Actually, let's go with this one right here. Let's say I'm Springtrap, I got my axe held up, and here's a shack right here. And you're about to cut across from that rock right here. You are then placed into a 50-50. Am I going to dodge last second, or am I going to go ahead and keep trailing forward and to the left? The Springtrap doesn't have to make that choice. He could just keep holding the axe, and you've just given him distance for free. He can then make his move whenever he wants, or he can throw the axe, and then he's up to a full 115. He can catch up to you at that point, with you not having much you can truly do. I also even tested it.
No pallets here at all. Oh, back grab it.
I even tested it specifically just with how it works from an actual back row from healthy, and it takes about 8 seconds to catch up if you run straight, which isn't the worst, but then again, I think a lot more of this strength comes from not the back revving, but more so the 50-50s he could force you into for no reasonable downside at all. If you were to win a 50-50 with a Huntress, she is then forced to catch up or take another swing. Okay. If you win the 50-50 versus Springtrap, there's a good chance that if he has the axe or not, he just kind of catches up to you for free unless you have some kind of like object blockers like pallets or windows or walls or something. Because outside of that, you may be just fucked. This isn't even like some big overpowered thing. It's more just kind of unhealthy. And I really do hope that they change this. I have this clip of me going into this Kate right here. We're running out of Shack, and what I go ahead and do is I start holding my axe. By me holding my axe right there, I got the M2 zoner. Now you might be saying, well, but Afro, there's like a million bajillion other killers who could M2 zone like that. Well, here's the problem. I didn't really lose speed. Again, I went to like probably my like 108, 104. Actually, no, probably not even that because the Survivor is just barely faster than you. I lost nothing from this. I lost absolutely nothing from this, and I actually benefited because I got to throw the axe. She pops out the other side. I still have fantastic distance. About 6 seconds later, I catch her. There was a very wise man who said this one time. I'm going to quote him. Springtrap is nearly perfect, but I hate how fast he moves while holding the axe. It's horrible to versus, and this incentivizes going for cool stuff, while you can just zone and get free value instead. Personally, would greatly lower it and increase the hatchet hitbox proportionate to how high it's thrown. We should encourage high skill aspects and discourage the standard zoner gameplay. Not even because it's unhealthy or unfun, but it's because he should have his own niche. I share the sentiment heavily, and a really great quote from Confucius there, by the way. I think we should continue to push killers and their playstyles with their uniqueness higher, rather than going for the brainless route, where it's just, I hold the button and I throw you in the blender of, am I doing one thing or the other? But you actually lose if you pick either option. It's, the better you get with the killer, the better the killer becomes. Banger. Bueno. Love it. That's all I want. Anywho, that's all I got. Outside of that, feel free to discuss in the comments. I know I don't post on here often, but I know this has been a very interesting point and conversation in the community lately, so feel free to blow it up down there. Outside of that, yeah. Also, here's this really cool Dead Slinger clip. I'm gonna bump. Fuck you.
Please, Una. Please.